Good morning, students, and welcome back to the online learning platform of Kanodia PG Mahila Mahavidyalaya. Our topic for today is electronic trading or e-trading. By electronic trading or e-trading, we mean that it is a method of trading securities. Now, what are securities? Securities such as stocks, shares, bonds, etc., or financial derivatives electronically. In short, you can say that electronic stock trading is basically buying and selling of the securities through an electronic platform, that is internet, through the virtual market which is connected through the internet. So this information technology, which is the IT, is used here to bring together the buyers and sellers through an electronic trading platform and network to create the virtual marketplaces. Now, what are marketplaces? Marketplaces are those virtual places or virtual markets where the buyers and sellers can meet together to fulfill their requirements. So, electronic trading means buying and selling of securities, which is shares, stocks, financial derivatives, bonds, etc., through the electronic platform, which is through the internet. Now, what are the various advantages of online trading? Online trading is easy to use, it is flexible, it has lower fees here, because when you trade in the traditional form of trading through brokers charge their own fees for the transactions. But here, because physically no broker is involved, so you will not have to pay that broker fees here through the online trading. A user or a client who is looking forward to buy and sell securities can also do it himself and save the broker fee here. There is one fee which is STT, standard transaction tax, which is always levied on the any kind of transaction that you do through Demat accounts or when you are trading online. So that STT will always be charged, but the broker fees can be you can save the broker fee by doing the online trading. Then it is flexible, you can do it anytime at your home when the market is open. Also here, the brokerage bias can be avoided. Online trading has the ability to avoid the brokerage bias. That means brokers generally used to charge as per their own choices. But here, because it is online, everything will be known to all the users and the brokers openly. Hence, brokers cannot charge their own choice of brokerage and the bias cannot be there. So it is a transparent system of online trading. Then access to online tools. Online tools means whatever functions or whatever transactions a user will be able to do will all be visible to the user on his account through the trading account. The trading account here we mean is the Demat account. We will study in short about the Demat account in the coming slides, but let me just tell you, Demat means dematerialized. So there is no hard work here, there is no hard paper involved here, everything is online. A user, if he is looking forward to go for online trading, he has to first open a Demat account in any of the banks that he wants, or in any of the banks in which he has his own account. The Demat account is opened, ID password is given to him, and then he has to register himself as a he can operate the account for his own purposes, like buying and selling of shares, stocks, etc. So here they mean that through online trading, a user or a client can have an access to all the online tools that are possibly available for the investors to use. And then another advantage of online trading is that the users or the clients, or you can say investors, because we are saying we are using the term investors here because people generally trade for the purpose of investment, and it is said that you should always buy and hold your shares. Buy and hold means if you want to take a profit of any of the shares, you want to take the gains, the capital gains of any of the shares, then in that case you should always buy and hold your share for a long period of time. It is said, like, it is not a mandatory system, but it is said that if you buy and hold, they will be more profitable. So here they mean to say when you are holding your shares for a longer period of time, the investor can himself monitor all his investments in real time. Like, he can go ahead, he can log in into his account and check about all the investments he has made, the portfolio that he has created. Portfolio is a collection of securities. A collection, when you have more than one security in your account, you can say that you have a portfolio. A group of securities or two and more securities is known by the name portfolio. So the user or the investor can himself monitor his portfolio on a real-time basis. These are all the advantages of online trading. And then if we see the disadvantages or the limitations of online trading. So first of all, it is said that because it is online, so people or the investors who will be investing for the first time might have to face some technological issues, or they might have to, they may temporarily forget that how many money they are actually going to invest, or how should they invest. A technical guidance might be needed for the investor, for the first time investor. So that is a limitation here. Then we say that it is said that it is easier to invest invest too much too fast. So they say that when a user or an investor is new to this online trading, they have a tendency to keep investing again and again. Like, it is a very attractive feature. If you earn once, you will be you will have this tendency to invest again and again. But it is not for sure that you will always make a profit out of the stocks that you are investing. So this is basically a kind of gambling, you can say. You might get a profit, but you might also enter into a loss, because this is all market based. The market fluctuations will decide what your share will be, the share price will be, the share market price will all be dependent upon the market forces. Your share that you have purchased or looking forward to invest in, it may rise and it may also fall. So they say that it is an attractive feature, and hence generally the investors keep on investing too fast, and they invest too much, they may end up into a loss also. So this is a risky scenario. You have to be very sensible and logical, and you also have to do a proper research before entering into any kind of trading activities. And you have to be you have to speculate, you have to analyze whether the share or the stock that you are investing into will is there a good chance of the share to rise in the market, or there are chances that it may fall. So you have to a user or an investor has to keep this in mind, and hence this is a limitation. Another limitation which we had already discussed yesterday in e-banking, that there is no personal relationship maintained with the brokers. Here they are brokers, hence we are saying that there is no personal relationship with brokers. In our last class in e-banking, another disadvantage of e-banking was that there is no personal relationship with the bankers. So here again, the people who are involved in helping you to invest in shares, you do not have a personal relationship maintained with them, because you do not know them in personal. You just have a online kind of relationship with them. They do not know who you are, and because it is online, hence there is no social relationship or personal relationship maintained. And again, as I've said before, that this is addictive. People or investors tend to invest again and again and in a very short span of time. Once if they earn profit, they will have a tendency to invest again. So this becomes an addiction, another limitation. And then it is internet dependent. Internet dependent because online itself means that it is done through the online mode, through internet, and hence this is dependent upon the internet. If you have the internet facility, you can do it. The online trading is possible by your own. Otherwise, you will again have to approach a broker to invest on your behalf. Then this is not much important, but I just wanted you all to have a knowledge of this, that how the online trading is done. In the process of online trading, you first select a broker. Broker here means the AMC, also you can say, asset management company, through which you will be investing in your shares. Then you have to open a demat account with a depository. Once you have the demat account, you can place your own order. Place your order means you can request for buying or selling of the shares. Then execution of the order means you will be allotted the shares, or your shares will be sold out. And then the final settlement, that means the money will be credited or debited from your account. Now, what is the difference between traditional and online trading? In traditional trading, you have no control on your demat account. That means the broker himself is operating all your accounts on your behalf. But in online trading, the investor or the customer has full control on his demat account. Traditional trading is a time-consuming process because you have to first approach the broker and then he will do everything on your behalf. But in case of online trading, you can do it yourself, and hence it is time effective. For offline traders, they have to open a separate account for the trading, whereas for online investors, they can directly invest in IPOs and mutual funds through their demat accounts. Now this IPO here stands for Initial Public Offering. Initial Public Offering means when a company is offering the shares in the public for the very first time. That means so far the company's share were not trading in the market, but now it has opened his IPO. IPO means Initial Public Offering. Initial, the word itself means that they are offering the shares in the public for the first time. So when there is an IPO or there is a mutual fund that the investor is looking forward to buy, through online trading he can do it all by himself and directly through his demat account. Then offline brokers charge a considerably high fees for the broker as a brokerage, whereas online trading is much more profitable because there is not much fees charged, and also it is transparent, so the broker bias will also not be possible. In traditional trading, there are also chances of fraud. The broker might do something here and there. The forgery can be done in case of traditional trading, but in case of online trading, because the user himself has the entire control over the transactions, there will be no chances of fraud unless he has made his own mistake of entering into a wrong share. Basically, we can say that electronic trading is replacing the human trading in global security markets. Previously, if we talk about the traditional trading methods, the buying and selling of stocks was restricted to people with access to financial networks. They needed to have the financial networks in order to be able to know about which all stocks to buy or sell. And also they were dependent upon the newspapers for the stock quotes, the quotes or the market value of the stocks. they had to wait for the newspapers to come in order to check the value, the market value of the stocks in which they are looking forward to trade, or they have already invested in the share and now they are looking forward to know the market value of the same in order to check whether it was a profitable investment or not. So all these things, these restrictions, these limitations were there in case of traditional trading methods, but all these have now been overcome because of the internet, because of the trading methods that is there in today's market. E-trading utilizes the communication media, which is the internet, and it is helping the buyers and sellers to come together on a common trading platform, and hence we had said that this is a transparent way of trading in which no one can be biased towards anybody. And another advantage was that you were saving the brokerage fees also. And now if we talk about the brokers who can help you in case of e-trading, there are many brokers who are working in the trading line. Like you can go to ICICI Direct, there is Charles Schwab, E-Trade. All these are brokers who will help you to go for online trading if you cannot do it yourself. So that will be it for today, students. I hope you have understood the topic e-trading. Thank you so much and take care. Stay safe at home.